What's up, guys? Hold up, let me get my mic. This should be better. Hold on. All right, I got it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
On the ready.
Throwing right away is Williams. To the sideline and incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A solid stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To the air, Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Williams. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are off to a 13. Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McCloud, 52 yards. And the Falcons can... Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the long touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd of this first half, as his guys take over with a first down. Pierce now up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. They're able to complete this one to McCloud. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McCloud with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete. Result.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
First down. First and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Down by Shaq Thompson.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. The Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Williams now throwing to start the drive. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
19 Tiger.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
36-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They go again with Pierce. Fights through him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
17 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
60.
Back to throw. Williams. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Falcons, first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Another carry for Pierce. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And they take a knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can.
Menu narration. Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
EA Sports coverage of the net. Atlanta now coming out on the field. for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. From the 31, here's a second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Gain on the play.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Williams throwing to start the drive. Throws right side, and that's complete. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Williams looking to do it himself. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Give to Pierce. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. 60 Bison.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's got the hook up to McLeod. Touchdown, Falcons! Ray McLeod, 40 yards. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Falcons
They'll look to throw now on first down. Williams looking to do it himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Looking to throw. Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Ray McCloud. Incomplete. He was...
The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
10 yards.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
70 left.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Second and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 59. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got his man London right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To the air, Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This will be caught at about the 6. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw, Williams. This one into the hands of Pitts. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 70 yards. And the Falcons. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Williams. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Pierce will try to pick it up. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dameon Pierce, 30. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. From the gun, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
They'll run. This is Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sets up.
Comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up now on 2nd and 2.